When a homegrown terrorist attack occurs, the immediate association might seem obvious.
The FBI has been routinely finding homegrown radicals.
And the FBI is very, very concerned about those travelers.
Breathless media reports about jihadist terrorism. But there's another homegrown terrorist problem on the rise.
I'm here because our Republican values are, number one, standing up for local white identity, our identities under threat. Number two, the free market. And number three, killing Jews.
Right-wing extremists are one of the biggest and most consistent sources of domestic terrorists in the U.S. Because of the movement's deep-seated place in American society, the hate crimes continue. James Alex Fields Jr. has been charged with second-degree murder after allegedly ramming his car into a crowd of counter-protesters at the white nationalist rally in Virginia, killing one woman and injuring at least a dozen. Adam W. Purrington has been charged with killing one Indian man and injuring two other people after he opened fire in a Kansas bar. James H. Jackson admitted that he traveled to New York to target and kill black men. He fatally stabbed one man with a sword before being arrested by authorities. And Jeremy Joseph Christian fatally stabbed two men on a Portland train after shouting anti-Muslim hate speech. Those are just some of the most visible incidents already under investigation as hate crimes in 2017. The frequency of right-wing extremist attacks is hard to overlook. They've been skyrocketing since the 1990s. One study said far-right ideology inspires about 300 violent attacks each year. And PBS recently reported that jihadist terrorists have killed 95 people in the U.S. since 9/11. Far-right extremists have killed 68 during the same time period. That number includes the death of a woman in Charlottesville on August 12th. The Anti-Defamation League studied 150 U.S. terrorist attacks inspired by the right wing in the past 25 years. They said most of the right-wing attacks are launched by white supremacists and anti-government extremists. And the majority of the violence carried out was aimed at specific human targets. The ADL says the right-wing extremist violence is undercovered in the media, partly because incidents often happen in rural areas, far from urban hubs. And partly, the ADL says, because there is inadequate awareness among policymakers and the public alike of the threat posed by violent right-wing extremists.